It's time for another obscure electronics project! I wanted to make a new project using my new Pico for the Fall Entrepreneur Fair, and it needed to be a game that could be played quickly and track points to award prizes. The inspiration came from the games at arcades that have a ring of lights. First, I drew some illustrations of the arcade game and the cabinet in my notebook to plan all the major tasks, and as you can see, my idea changed during the build. The wood for the cabinet came from the pile of projects past in my garage. The tape on the drill bit is for making sure that each hole is the correct depth. The orange tool that you see in this clip is called a drill guide. It makes drilling straight holes easier. The arcade button came in a kit that was used for a different project that I made a few months ago. Finally, the whole thing was glued together. It was like putting together a flat pack from IKEA, except there were no instructions, and I needed way more tools than a single Allen wrench. After building was finished, I soldered 24 LEDs to a proto board in a cold, well-lit garage. While I was doing that, my brother took a super awesome time-lapse video, and here it is. It took way longer than I thought it would to solder everything together, but it was good practice. Plugging all the wires into the breadboard was a little confusing, because each LED had its own wire running to the Pico. Programming was super fun. I used my new Raspberry Pi 3B Plus to program both of the Picos in a language called Python.
Oh, I got it!
Our sister was our official playtester and helped discover hidden bugs, such as the OLED display not showing the correct text and the Pico not detecting button presses. The coin slot in this project is 3D printed, an upgrade from the wood one I made a few years back. The same coin detection concept that was used in the last arcade game was used in this one as well. A coin runs along the track and completes a circuit which tells the Pico that the user has inserted a coin. And the whole thing is powered by this USB power bank that I found in a pile of assorted electronics at Ross. And finally, one of the most important parts of the whole project, the exterior. The original plan was to paint the cabinet, but I ran out of time, so I used a double-sided tape and Astro Bright cardstock instead. It has awesome neon blue siding, a rad racing stripe on the front, and some wicked signs drawn by our in-house graphic designer. After much troubleshooting and internet searching, I fixed most of the bugs and deemed it good enough for public use. We took the game to an entrepreneur fair and made enough money to buy 2.5 Raspberry Pi Picos. This was my most challenging project to date, and I'm planning to add some upgrades in the future, but until then, I'll work on some other projects, like this RC boat. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.